Hey everybody, Don Dabney, Left Coast Classics. Thanks for getting over here and checking out this cool 59 GMC pickup truck. And if you follow my channel, you know I get some pretty cool cars and I get some pretty special ones. This truck, I would say, qualifies. It's kind of funny. The guy that this guy bought this truck, I think something like 13 or 14 years ago, and he lives right here in Sonoma. And he said, you know, I bought it from this guy who had restored it, and he was the second owner. And he had bought it from the first family. He said this was a Sonoma farm truck. He said the truck has never not lived in Sonoma. And I was like, wow, that's fascinating. So he tells me who restores it. Turns out I know the guy. So it's just a cool truck. It's a 59 GMC half ton. It's got the 6-cylinder, the 4-speed with the granny gear. Our friend Ron, many years ago, restored it really nicely. It's you know, it's not Pebble Beach, but it's a really nice truck that purportedly was a rust-free, clean, really straight truck, and had never left our dry Sonoma County wine country area. So it's just kind of got new paint, a bunch of new glass. I think all the glass might be new. New in terms of when Ron did it. The interior was all done, new paint. You'll see the engine compartment's beautiful. The truck runs great. And it's just a highly functional, cool truck that's been in California since it was new. I'm going to take you out on a little cruise. I do want to point out today, it's well into the mid-80s. I've had this car running for about an hour while I've been doing all the photos, and it's just been idling fine. I just turned it off to do the film here because my mic's broken. Sorry about the bad sound quality. But the car's just running cool, under 200 degrees, 85 degrees idling while I'm photographing it. So it runs nice and cool. And it drives great. The gears all feel good. The blinkers work. The light works. The choke works. This morning when it was cold, it was pulled out the choke, turned the key, started it, and pulled it out of my shop. So nicely functional truck. It's got an aftermarket temperature gauge added. I understand the heater system works, and the wipers, and just a nice functional California truck. Something you can just get in, turn the key, and go. All right, so let's start her up, and we'll take a little spin. All right, that's good. Sometimes after I've been running, I've been taking pictures and maybe leaving the parking lights on because it looks cool, or the headlights because I'm trying to show you these things work. I'll run the battery down. Well, not the case with this thing. Everything's cool and it just started right back up. So we're going to take a little spin. You can kind of see her in action. I will say it's awfully hot in this truck. I've got the windows closed so you don't have to deal with the wind noise. So when I drive it, like most of these, you don't really use first gear. You don't need to. It's really a granny gear. Just starting off in second gear, quickly get it up to third. It's a very easy car to drive around, or truck to drive around in. Second owner, our friend Ron, told the third owner when he bought it is that the miles were original. The miles, I don't know that to be the case. I don't have the documentation. I can tell you the speedo's not working great, but I did test the odometer and it is working, and it's showing 64,300 and what is it? 64,362 miles. Purportedly original? Who knows? But if so, that's kind of cool. wipers turn on. Both sides work. They do not turn off on their own, so you got to remember to turn those off yourself. All right, so that's it. This is our 59 GMC half-ton pickup truck. I'm Don Dabney. This is Left Coast Classics. Be sure to check it out if you haven't been over there already on my website at leftcoastclassics.com. We're on Facebook. You know, honestly, we're on Twitter and Instagram and all these other things. I can't keep up with it. I can't keep posting everywhere. I try to. So anyway, catch up with us, because sometimes I do. You don't want to let anything cool slip on by. Also, check us out on Wheeler Dealers. I'm on 2 episodes, season 11 and season 15, both episode 8. I understand we're doing a 3rd episode soon, so stay posted for that. And if you got any questions on this GMC pickup truck, give me a call. My number is right there somewhere in that ad you're reading. Thanks for checking it out. Later. All right, so let's head underneath it. It just looks like it's the original frame. I can tell that the bed was off for paint. Looks like the cab stayed on. You can sort of tell by the paint. But it's just nice under here. There's no rust. Just a good old original California wine country farm truck. And just very, very stock. And as you know, this was redone a dozen plus years ago, so expect some damp seals. It's not a leaker, it's not a puddler, but it's going to be a little damp here and there. Look how nice that is. And the cab corners look really good. Obviously got new wood in the bed when everything was done. Just a very nice truck under here. You know, something I always like to do, and everybody seems to appreciate it, especially if you're back east or not on the west coast, is I take my magnet, and it's a fairly weak magnet, but it's a good magnet to run around the car and check it out and, you know, see what we got in terms of filler. So you can kind of see, you know, because some of these things, boy, no magnet will stick to them. This one, so far, we're getting off to a good start. That's nice. That is really pure metal there. This is sort of the critical area on the cab corner. Look at that, sticking nice. Not quite as strong there. So I'm not sure if that's because of a structural thing. It probably has a little bit of filler, but keep in mind too, this is over a dozen years old. So anything not done well would be back by now. It's sticking so hard, like I almost not pull it off. And there you go. Very nice.